Hi everyone, welcome back to the Vise Squad. My name is Tiff. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at South Dakota Fly Girl. Today on this Vise Squad episode, I'm going to show you all how to tie it's kind of a fun little fly. I call it the crappie tamer. So here in the Black Hills, we're hitting the 90s and water temperatures are starting to get a little on the high side for like Rapid Creek and some other creeks that I normally fish. So it's about that time for me to start targeting some warm water species and kind of leave those trout alone to survive during the warmer temps. So yeah, the next couple episodes, I'm sure I'll be showing you some different little crappie jigs that I like to tie up. So I am using a size 10 and then just a really heavy weighted tungsten bead. We will go ahead and get started, and I want to give a big shout out to Anadromous Fly Company for sponsoring this episode. Today I'm using their titanium coated scissors. Aren't they pretty? I just love their stuff. So, and then as always, hopefully you guys can see it, my bullet bobbin in purple. I just love their stuff. So we'll go ahead and get started. So as I stated in the vise, we are going to have a size 10 hook with just a big, and I'll put the size almost too big for the hook, bead. But when I'm fishing for crappie, I like it to kind of dip down and then come back up, and then especially with this little tail here. So we are going to be using, this is burnt orange in 70, but you can do thicker, and you can do these in any color scheme that you want. So we're going to go ahead and get started, and we'll just wrap down. We'll stop about midway of the hook. And I'm going to build up just a little bit of a body. Again, if you wanted to use like maybe 210, something a little bit thicker, you wouldn't have to wrap so much to kind of get that color. Because whatever color you use underneath is what's going to show through our kind of ribbing. So I just did a couple there. And we are going to add our little tail to the back there. And I'm just using just some rubber legs. So again, you can do these in all different colors. I usually use the rounded ones for these guys, but if you have some flat at home too, by all means use it. I don't think the crappie are gonna judge you. So lengthwise, it's really up to you. With crappie, they seem to get excited by moving things, so I do keep this a little bit longer. But again, it's your fly. You do what you want with it. So we'll just tie that right in the back. And I do give myself a little bit of a tag there because this stuff can be tricky to get seated. Once I have it on there, I will trim that off because we don't need it. We want a pretty slim body. But I will wrap on it to secure it down. And that's a little longer than I particularly like it, but again, if you like it that long, leave it that way. All right, guys, and so then the next step is we're just going to keep going back and forth with our thread to build up a body. And don't worry if you got a little bit showing there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but like right there, because we are going to be going over it with some ribbing. I tie these in chartreuse. I've done them in purple. Crappie just, they eat some odd colors. All right, I think I like that body-wise. So do one more up. And don't stress out about this bead moving because we will be putting material up front. Okay, guys, so the next material I'm going to be adding is kind of a random material that I found at actually a craft shop. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby. Or you can even get it at Walmart. But it's a really cool product to like make ribbing. Let me find my piece here. I'll cut off a piece here and I'll show you guys. It's super stretchy. So it's clear, so we're gonna be able to see whatever color is underneath, but it's stretchy. So it's a relatively fun but easy material to work with. So they make all different kinds, but this one is the bead and stretch. And again, you can probably find it Walmart, Hobby Lobby, but I use it for all kinds of like segmenting. It's kind of cool. So again, with this material, it's a little bit of a curve there to kind of get it caught up in the thread here. So I do give myself, whoops, I'll turn this, a little bit of a piece there that I'll cut off. I'm going to spin this so it closes up a little bit. All right. I'm sorry guys, I'm fighting like a spring cold or something, so go ahead and snip that off. Before you do anything with it though, go ahead and make numerous wraps on it just so it stays there and doesn't slide on you. Okay, and then I'm going to build up just a little bit more. Okay, so we'll forward that. I'm going to grab our, I don't even know what we'd call it guys, the bead and stretch line. And we're just going to start our touching turns. And I do like to use my finger because I do stretch it out a little bit. It seems like you can see through it a little bit better when you pull it. Isn't that kind of cool stuff? And as you get to the front, make sure you hold on to this. And you know, normally when we're tying, you can do like 2 wraps and then let go. Don't do it, because it will just spring right back. We have some tension on it. So, and again, if you're using, you know, like 210 or a thicker thread, you can crank down on it a little bit more. With 70, you don't want to pull too hard. So grab that, and I'm going to do numerous wraps. And we're going to snip it off. And you know guys, I've seen these tied where they don't put anything at the front and they just make a you know, like a hot spot with their thread. So you can honestly leave your fly just like this. But I found that, you know, Crappie kind of seemed to like shiny, so I just put a little head on there. I'll just put a little orange color on the front here. And we're done. So all we're gonna do is whip finish. Snip that off. I do put a little bit of head cement on there just because those little crappie mouths, they like to tear stuff up. And these work really good for bluegill. Seems to really irritate them, that little back part. So, all right, guys, there you go. There is the, I call it the crappie charmer. Again, you can do these in just about any color you could possibly think of. So I would love to know what you guys think as far as, do you think this would work with other fish like cutthroats or trout? So yeah, leave the comment below and let me know what you think. But I think they're a pretty little effective little fly for sure. So I want to thank you all for stopping by and watching today's tying segment with me. I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me, and I would love, like I said, to hear your ideas. So drop them in the comments below. Please give this video a like, and if you don't already subscribe, please do. And don't forget to smash the reminder bell so you're one of the first to know when new content drops. If you guys are in the market for some outdoor gear, fishing gear, pretty much anything outdoors, stop over at fishingandoutdoors.ca. That's for my Canadian friends, and fishingandoutdoors.net for my US friends. I will be back next Sunday with a new tying segment, but in the meantime, you can check out my fellow fly tyers on the Vise Squad. I will see you guys all next week. Tight lines, my friends.